Alright, boys and girls, it is official. I am through with my Glock kick. A lot of you guys have watched my videos for a long time, know that I've owned some Glocks for a while. And while I still do like them, they're very good handguns. I certainly won't call them bad handguns, but you know what? I think I've gotten all the use I can out of the Glock design. I've gotten it through my system, and while they're great handguns, I gotta say, you know what? There's only 4 numbers for me, and that's 1911. As you see it right here, 1911 Rock Island Armory. This is my new everyday carry. As you can see, I took the light off of it, took the wood grips off of it, put a set of Hogue OD green rubber panels on her. I have the stainless steel Chip McCormick 8-round magazines. I have 2 of them, and I have it loaded up with the tried and true 230 grain hardball ammunition. After shooting the 1911 and really getting down and dirty with the 1911 again, I was reminded how awesome they are. They're natural pointers, they're easy to control, they carry enough power to just knock the target down, period. And for you 9mm lovers out there, don't take that statement as me suddenly dissing the 9mm. I like the 9mm, I like the 40, I like the 357 SIG, I like the 45, I like all the calibers. You've seen other videos, it's all about shot placement. But for me, I really like the feel of a 45 going off in my hands. It's very pleasing, it's very satisfying, nice big thump, and I know that it's doing damage to the target. This particular one, the reason I picked this and not my Remington R1, for a lot of you guys that watch my videos, you know that I have a Remington 1911 R1 that's kind of all fancied up. The reason I picked this is because this one already has some character to it. It already has some scratches and dings. And this is what I consider more of a working man's 1911. The Remington R1 is, you know, it's got some chrome to it, you know, some polish. I shouldn't say chrome, but it's got some polish to it. It was a gift from my wife. And because of that, honestly, it's almost like a safe queen. I'll take it out and shoot it. But it's something I want to keep for years and years and years and years and pass on to the kids, and hopefully they'll keep it for years and years and years and years. This 1911 right here is my working man's 1911. If it gets dinged up anymore, dirty, all that, I don't care. That's what it's meant to do. That's why I threw on a pair of ugly OD green Hogue rubber panels on this gun, is because it's a utility gun, period. So in any case, I've pretty much crossed back over into the dark side, and I'll probably stay in the dark side. For me, it's 1911 all the way. And this particular model, let me speak on 1911 reliability. With the 1911, you've got the fancier models like the Kimbers and whatnot that are real tight tolerances. It takes a little bit to work them in. While they're great 1911s, their really tight tolerances is what causes some of the issues, especially during the break-in phase. It is what it is. I've owned a Kimber before. I've experienced it in the short time I owned it. Honestly, I took it back right away because it rusted on me in a matter of days. And yeah, an $800 gun that rusts on you, yeah, that's a fail, so I took it right back. But with Kimbers, even with some of the Springfields out there, they got tighter tolerances, so it takes a little bit to work them in. This gun is loose in the tolerances. This 1911 is built more closer to the tolerances of the old 1911 A1s back in World War II. A little bit looser, a little bit more slop, and because of that, it won't be as accurate as a match grade 1911, but it's damn close. And it will run when you've got a little bit more dirt, dust, mud, blood, whatever gunked up in the action. I'm not saying it'll run as good as some of the other guns out there, but it'll still run very well when it's in less than favorable conditions. And as you guys have seen, I'm partial to the old style 1911s. You notice my 1911s, I never really get any with fancy beaver tails or commander style hammers or fancy sights. Granted, the 1911 R1 that I got does have those awesome 3-dot sights, which I like. This one does have the typical black combat sights, as you can see right here. But I don't have any of that fancy stuff. And yeah, I'll be honest, there's a slight bit of slide bite right there, but I don't mind it at all. Slide bite never hurt anybody. It certainly doesn't bother me. I just have a passion for the old style 1911s and not so much the new tricked out 1911s with the beaver tail safeties and ambidextrous thumb safeties and all that good stuff. Alright, enough of me rambling. Feel free to post up your everyday carry updates if you want. This is mine. I'm back to carrying a 1911 full time. No more 9mm for me, just because, you know what? You gotta face it, this gun's been around ever since World War I. It's a natural pointer, and you know what? If it's good enough for the boys out in the field, if the military is still using them 100 years later, then it's good enough for me. So alright, thanks a lot for watching. As always, stay safe.